just by looking. So that is it. So that is usually my advice. 9 out of 10 times, they are trading too many times and they are trading less quality trades. And the more you trade, the more you're subject to emotions, emotional manipulation. The biggest killer of Forex traders are their emotions. You need to check that. The only way you can check that is by trading less. If you're always subject, I'm 30 years old. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure at 25.
Because of Forex?
Yes, I'm borderline hypertensive. I'm not joking. I'm borderline hypertensive. No, the doctor, my grandmother took me. So what even happened was some part of my head was aching me. One of my friends was hailing me, he couldn't go hit my head. So I was having a bit of an inflammation. So my grandmother took me there. She says his head. Since it's your head, let's go to the hospital just to make sure, So they checked it and everything. So you're fine. But before you go in to see the doctor, they must do your vitals.
Yeah.
So when the doctor was looking at my medical reports from the test I had done, he said, you're perfectly fine, Mr. Dapo. You we'll give you some anti-inflammatory, some anti-inflammatory to stop the swelling, some Panadol for the pain, and you're good. But I have a problem. I can see you're 25. Your blood pressure is 143/109. That is too high for a man your age.
Huh. What are you thinking about?
What do you do? So you now check the next slide. Occupation, financial trader. Financial trader. That explains it. Are you always trading? So it was at that time I knew I really needed to structure things for my own life. And I did that, and now I trade maybe once a month, twice a month, and I hold for longer time, and I make so much money doing that. That's why I'm able to trade and run Willis Capital and live my best life, flex.
Then one more thing, do you think, because a lot of people, they've said it before, that, Dapo is from, he had it well from the beginning. His parents are rich. We don't have anything because you're talking about how much you spend.
People say that, right?
Yeah, people say that.
Yeah.
Now, for people that might think that way, right, what advice do you have for them? Because some people just feel that, because they are maybe less privileged, in quotes, they might not have maybe the money to learn the way you have learned, or, the money to push forward things.
This thing you're saying is actually very true, because I started to realize that some traders were actually gravitating towards the grass to grace stories of grass to grace mentors.
Yeah.
And, but naturally, traders human beings like a rags to riches story, because that is a more relatable narrative for everybody to have.
For the larger number of people.
Yes, grass, so they want to go to grace.
Yeah.
And before I was I'm just speaking my truth, But as time went on, I started to realize that there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I will carry on with my campaign on preaching the truth about forex.
Yeah.
Now, for those people who say I had it easy, I was born with a silver spoon, I'm very proud of my grandfather that his offspring can sit down in this generation and they can say that's a rich man's son.
Yeah.
That means my grandfather did something right.
Definitely.
And I'm super proud of him. And I will work very hard so that my own children will say, I'm proud to be an offspring of Dapo Willis. It's a thing of pride. It's a good thing. And they fail to realize that kids that were born with a silver spoon, it's a lot easier for us to get it wrong. And trust me, the silver spoon that I was born with was not really even that silver, to be honest. It fluctuate from aluminum to silver from time to time. Yeah, because there are some times where they'll say, no, you cannot have this, or you cannot travel, you cannot do it. So why am I such a hard worker? Because my family ensured I tasted both sides of life. You ask me, how do I know the mainland? I used to come to the mainland. I also hustled with my 2 feet as well. I left the house, I'll go out by myself, do my thing. My story might not have been one cubicle, one room, all that, but
it's also a story.
I went through that struggle too. Your daddy's money does not guarantee you success. You see, daddy's money ended when we left secondary school, maybe a bit into university. I went to secondary school with some very rich kids. My secondary school is in Lekki Phase 1. I don't want to mention names. There was a Shoneko in my school. I look left, I look around me today. All the rich kids in my school that I used to know, nobody's on Dapo Willis level. So what is the issue? It is a lot easier for rich kids to get it wrong. So if you see a rich kid actually still have that fire,
that means it's just there.
It is there. You can't take it away from. You can't take it away from the child. Daddy's money finishes. You can only brag about daddy's money in secondary school when they are buying you nice shoes. And you get to university, it follows you. But when you are put in the real world, it's no longer who is your daddy. Who are you?
Who are you? Your daddy we know. Who are thou?
Who are you? Nobody knew. Chief Adeleke was not this popular until David Adeleke made the Adeleke family popular.
Exactly.
Ademola Adeleke of Osun State won his governorship election because of David Adeleke. David was in Osun State. They went to Osogbo and they campaigned live. David rallied all the street boys and they went and they protected their mandate. I can state it without any doubt. And the man knows, if he watches this interview, David, that is why you see anytime Davido's uncle sees him, he's so happy.
Always happy.
Yes.
Always happy.
Because but he's a rich kid. And he still paved his way. If you listen to his story, you will hear him say, I ran away from... I was sent to the University of Coventry University to study engineering. I got there and changed my course to study business. Yeah.
Because you know what you want.
Yes. And I couldn't, everybody... They came for my graduation, I ran away. My family flew to the UK for my graduation. I wasn't... So during the 4 years when I was in university, they sent you to study aerospace technology. The same guy go become pilot and engineer for aeroplane. Say which aeroplane. Maybe I won't make money. See with the flight. The money no day for sky is here. So for the fact that I changed my course, I knew I had to bring something back home. If not, you're going to hear... Yes, I will be like that. My course. See, There's a very thin line between getting it right and getting it wrong. Oh.
Yeah.
Rich kids are junkies. They are rehabilitation centers. So you will see all the rich kids that went to school with you, where are they? They are in one rehab home or the other. So it is even more difficult when you have the resources to feed your temptations.
Yeah.
You think you are a disciplined.
Go astray quickly.
Easy. My father tells me the easiest thing to do in life is to get it wrong. You don't take one wrong exit. You don't really go Ojo. You know that's going to the island. I'm going to this thing. Ibadan. If you are not paying attention, you don't go to Ibadan. Straight. They go on that state. Meanwhile, people are going to the island with milk and honey. That's life for you. That junction represents life.
Sure.
You know, and when you have the resources to feed your temptation, it makes it a lot. I went to school with even my university, some very prominent names. Some of them didn't even graduate. Drugs, this, that, wanting this thing, because your parents have spoiled you right from the get-go, you just felt like that's how some of my mates are just getting their footing now. No. So you cannot use that.
Irrespective of your background, hard work is hard work.
Hard work is hard. You will not have known about me if I was just relying on my family money. And there's only a point you get to in life that how much do they even want to be giving you from your family?
How much?
How much? Well, 500k a month, 1 million naira a month. It might seem like a lot to the average person, but with that lifestyle you're used to as a rich kid in Lekki, 1 million naira, you know how much it is to flex in. I go to have dinner in Cali, in VI. My bill every time I go there at least 250,000 naira. So you eat there 4 times. That's 1 month's this thing. But you're already used to that. Pearl Garden Chinese. You go shop for Mega Plaza. You only eat Kellogg's. You know they chop Nasco. So you have to buy the Kellogg's, right? The money is gone. So let's leave all of that. The difference is I leveraged on what the platform that I had.
Yeah.
And I'll say this on camera. I was not the only boy in my family. I have an uncle as well. He was the direct heir to the throne, the heir to the empire that my grandfather left behind. And unfortunately, he felt entitled to that. I came with a spirit of gratitude. I was just happy that we were living a good life. I was thankful.
Yeah.
He was like, no, it's mine. And along the line, you know how that story goes. My uncle has eloped into where, I don't know, after causing so much chaos within the family unit. And, you know, it's a true life story. And I'll tell you guys, so nobody should come and feel like I had it easy. I also went through my own struggles as well. You see, say, that is money you get you through Forex charts. Are you joking? Forex.
It's your brain. Oh.
You'll finish that inheritance. The inheritance we're talking about, that one I saw.
It's not $2,000 that you said.
That Forex still chop up.